Dust on my tongue, wrapping my fate, bare chest still young. Leather seat holds a memory deep, hearts on beat, flow don't sleep. Hillbilly soul with the city's code, pulsing the rhythm, carrying the load. Break free road, outlaws creed, wheel keeps turning, I don't concede. Truth in the bass, in the rhyme I blaze. This path is mine, freedom's my faith. Got the breeze of the field and the hood in my chest. With a pick and a beat, I lay it to rest. Dad taught me grind on a midday fire. Streets gave me faith, flow and desire. Scars on skin, leather and ink. Chain on my neck, right on the brink. Roosters crowing, kick drum hits. Life's a borderland, talking with fists. Break free road, outlaws creed. Wheel keeps turning, I don't concede. Truth in the bass, in the rhyme I blaze. This path is mine, freedom's my face.
They took it all. I spit it back in bars and steel.
Break free road, outlaws creed. Wheel keeps turning, I don't concede. Truth in the bass, in the rhyme I blaze. This path is mine, freedom's my face. Engine humming, verses flying, road expands, rhythm ain't lying.
I don't ride no chrome horse, just a rusty Ford with a cracked rear view and a verse like a sword. Southern drawl with a city snap, boots on gravel, head in a trap. Didn't learn rap from a label feed, I got bars from the field, roots and weed. Barbed wire thoughts, fence line scars, verse after verse like battle bars. Barbed wire flow, twisting and tight, ain't no polish, just dirt and fight. Beat kicks low, my boots stomp slow. Truth rap hard in that barbed wire flow. I ain't Nashville clean, ain't LA lit. I'm a bonfire spit with a moonshine hit. Call it country, call it trap or soul. It's just me and my barbed wire flow. Mama prayed hard, daddy drank cold. I found rhythm in the middle of both. Sunday guilt and my Friday sin. Baptized twice, but I still give in. Ain't no cowboy hat on my dashboard crack, just a camo cap and a dream that's jacked. The old men said I'd fade with age, but this voice ain't rust, it's road and rage. Barbed wire flow, twisting and tight, ain't no polish, just dirt and fight. Beat kicks low, my boots stomp slow. Truth rap hard in that barbed wire flow. This flow, it cuts deep, like fence line faith. Barbed wire flow. Barbed wire flow. Twisting and tight, ain't no polish, just dirt and fight. Beat kicks low, my boots stomp slow. Truth rap hard in that barbed wire flow.
chip on my lip. Every verse I spit is a road trip script. This is my blacktop hymn, my roadside grace, burning rubber under heaven's face. I ain't saved, but I'm driven by fire, with a voice that crawls through mud and wire. Angels don't ride like this, no doubt, but I find faith when the engine shouts. My altar's asphalt, my choir's the wind. I live by the throttle, sing my blacktop hymn. I don't kneel, I lean and swerve on back road beats I know I deserve. My sermon's raw, not made for pews. It's late night loops and worn out shoes. Ain't got a plan, but I got a route, and a V8 prayer that shakes the doubt. From small town fights to city fights back, I bring a melody sharp as a switchblade track. This is my blacktop hymn, my roadside grace, burning rubber under heaven's face. I ain't saved, but I'm driven by fire, with a voice that crawls through mud and wire.
Can't hear salvation in silence. It comes loud on a backfiring engine.
This is my blacktop hymn, my roadside grace, burning rubber under heaven's face. I ain't saved, but I'm driven by fire, with a voice that crawls through mud and wire. My hymn ain't clean, but it's mine to sing. Out here, redemption's a tiring.
Blood in the bark where my story's caught, raised where the hounds howl and the corn star. Ain't no fairy tale in this pine box scene, just bruised up prayers and kerosene. Got a switchblade mouth and a gospel hand, mixing psalms with pain they don't understand. My truths and scars and shotgun shells. Country ain't sweet, it yells a rebel. Blood in the bark, voice in the wind, spit from the roots where the sin begins. I ain't saved, I ain't clean, just a backwoods hymn with the rebel lean. Ride with ghosts, rhyme with grit, every line's a strike and I don't quit. Carved in wood, inked in dark, truth don't lie, it's blood in the bark. My soul stitched in a flannel thread, with the flow born loud where the sinners bled. From porch step fights to baseline cries, I found rhythm where the silence dies. Ain't no radio fit for this tone, too dirty, too raw, too on my own. But I ain't budging from what I bleed. I'm the sound of a force when it's cutting free. Blood in the bark, voice in the wind, spit from the roots where the sin begins. I ain't saved, I ain't clean, just a backwoods hymn with the rebel lean. They asked where I came from, I pointed at the tree I carved my name in. Blood in the bark, voice in the wind, spit from the roots where the sin begins. I ain't saved, I ain't clean, just a backwoods hymn with the rebel lean.
choke cherries by the ton, where the law don't look and the songs stay unsung. Got rust on my belt, fire in my gut, and a steel-toed mind that don't let up. Ain't no school taught this kind of grind. It's in the bark, the bloodline, the back of my mind. Rapping through thorns with a country snarl, soul like whiskey and a voice like malt. I'm choke cherry steel, sharp and black. Sweet ain't my style, I don't bend, I crack. Roots in the wrong, bloom in the fight. Verse like a hammer, beat like a bite. I'm the sound of the field when the frost don't break, of the chain that sings, cause it never shakes. If it hurts when I speak, it's cause I feel I was forged in the dark on choke cherry steel. Sunday fears and Friday sins, I wear both deep like second skins. Ain't no preacher ever fixed this rage, so I took to the pen and I broke the cage. My cadence crawls like a copperhead hiss, but the strike hits hard, no charm, no kiss. Got oak in my spine and soot in my chest. I rap like I'm digging for the peace I repress. I'm a choke cherry steel, sharp and black. Sweet ain't my style, I don't bend, I crack. Roots in the wrong, bloom in the fight. Verse like a hammer, beat like a bite.
You want sweet songs? You picked the wrong woods.
I'm choke cherry steel, sharp and black. Sweet ain't my style, I don't bend, I crack. Roots in the wrong, bloom in the fight. Verse like a hammer, beat like a bite.
I was baptized in creek water, not no church. Rapping barefoot through the cedar and dirt. Raised by ticks, rips and busted amps, where the fireflies blink and the law sets clamps. No silk in my style, just moss and flame. No fake gold teeth, just a backwoods name. They say I sound like sin with a scripture note, a rebel with rhythm and a camouflage coat. Creek water code, written in scars, no sail tie here, just steel string bars. Beat from the mud, truth in the tone. Outlaw bred, but I built my own throne. From a gated ditch to the rap lane's edge, got bass in my chest and a vow I pledged. I don't ride waves, I stir the flood. My gospel's grimy, my ink is blood. Taught to cook beats on a cast iron plate. Throw a snare in the skillet, make the rhythm taste great. My uncle played blues, cousin bumped Wayne. I mixed banjo picks with that memory strain. Hick cop rebel with a southern drawl. Write scripture with sweat on a shed wall. I ain't slick, I'm carved in stone. Each rhyme a ripple from the place I've grown. Creek water code, written in scars, no sail tie here, just steel string bars. Beat from the mud, truth in the tone. Outlaw bred, but I built my own throne. Don't want to code, written in scars, no sail tie here, just steel string bar. Beat from the mud, truth in the tone. Outlaw bred, but I built my own throne.
diesel preacher.
Preaching boots, not a pulpit suit. Got a flask in my vest and a voice like soup. Ain't read the word, I lived a verse. From the mud to the mic, from a blessing to curse. Gasoline grin, holy rebel stance. Gave up quiet for the devil's dance, but I still quote psalms when the engine roars and my beat drops loud like a slamming door. Call me the diesel preacher, fire in the lane, sermon in a bottle, thunder in the chain. Spit like a prophet, ride like a saint. Country flow gospel, born again in the den. Steel in my rhythm, truth in my tone. Baptizing bourbon, I preach alone. No steeple high, just sky and speaker. Soul fed outlaw, I'm the diesel preacher. Ties were paid in blood and time. With every rhyme I told that line. Got a V8 voice and a holy hook, reading fate like a ledger book. Ain't a saint but I bleed with grace. Got redemption on a kick drum bass. From the holler to the hood I bridge that split. Grit on the tongue, never learned to quit. Call me the diesel preacher, fire in the lane, sermon in a bottle, thunder in the chain. Spit like a prophet, ride like a sin. Country flow gospel, born again in the den. Steel in my rhythm, truth in my tone. Baptizing bourbon, I preach alone. No steeple high, just sky and speaker. Soul fed outlaw, I'm the diesel preacher. Some men preach from books, I preach from bruises. Long Beach. Call me the diesel preacher, fire in the lane, sermon in a bottle, thunder in the chain. Spit like a prophet, ride like a saint. Country flow gospel, born again in the den. Dust don't settle when the word rides loud. Diesel preacher, I speak for the proud. Dust don't settle when the word rides loud. Diesel preacher, I speak for the proud.
Fit on grit, where Sunday morning meets a mosh pit. Got my Bible in the glove, shotgun on the rack. Faith in the front, demons in the back. I ain't clean cut, never played by rules. Learned more from scars than I did in school. Fuel in the flask, fire in my tone. A southern outlaw with a microphone. Grain in my glass, gasoline in my soul. Leather in the seat, but I don't lose control. Rapping in a draw, steel in my spit. Cross the line, cause I was born to split. I'm outlaw born, genre broke. Country in the blood, but I ride that smoke. Boots on the beat, pride on the scene. Truth in the dirt is grain and gasoline. Kick drum like a rusted gate. Rims still shine, but the roots run gray. Grandma's cross, mama's rage. Daddy's silence built my stage. Truck bed full of sins and lines. Rap don't lie when the past defines. I ride with ghosts, shout the names. Blending legacy with my flames. Grain in my glass, gasoline in my soul. Leather in the seat, but I don't lose control. Rapping in a draw, steel in my spit. Cross the line, cause I was born to split.
just sweat and clay. Raised where the gravel taught you what to say, where a man's worth came from busted hands, and respect was earned, not made from brands. Got a grandpa's growl and a jailhouse lean, mama's kitchen heat in a barroom scene. I walk like truth, talk like sin, got hymns in my pocket and smoke on my skin. I'm gravel raised, rough and real, don't need no shine, just grip and steel. Voice like bourbon, scars like art, outlaw rhythm with a 2-ton heart. Don't dress it up, don't play polite, I spit my name with gravel bite. No paved path, no velvet stage, just dirt road truth, cause I'm gravel raised. I've rapped from tractors and backroom dives, made bars from bruises, kept hope alive. Ain't got a halo, ain't got chains, just a mind full of struggle and backwoods game. My crew's got hounds and harmonicas loud, riding beat up Ford, still talking proud. We're the bridge they burned, the voice they feared, the line in the sand that never disappeared. I'm gravel raised, rough and real, don't need no shine, just grip and steel. Voice like bourbon, scars like art, outlaw rhythm with a 2-ton heart. You can hear the truth in how we talk. It crunches like the road we walk. I'm gravel raised, rough and real, don't need no shine, just grip and steel. Voice like bourbon, scars like art, outlaw rhythm with a 2-ton heart. Don't give, gravel don't bend, and I was born on that twist and end. Gravel don't give, gravel don't bend, and I was born on that twist and end.
Built from hardwood floors and hand-me-down paint, raised on regrets and blue-collar restraint. Learned to rhyme with a hammer and nail, talked with my fists and prayed without fail. My anthem ain't clean, it's got sawdust and spit. It don't chase streams, it was born legit. From porch light scars to backbeat burns, I turn every bruise into bars that churn. I'm hardwood in arm, blood in the grain, stubborn like oak, loud in the rain. Grew through fire, stayed uncharmed, broke every rule just to stay disarmed. This ain't Nashville's gloss or Hollywood's charm, it's rural flow and splintered arms, with a mic in hand and boots and farm. I preach from the roots with hardwood and harm. Got a Milltown drawl and a city beat, my past don't whisper, it screams on repeat. I don't sell a dream, I voice the grind for every broke soul trying to realign. Mixing gospel loops with steel string licks, where sinners stomp and no wounds stick. I don't flex, I testify, truth don't rhyme, it multiplies. I'm hardwood in arm, blood in the grain, stubborn like oak, loud in the rain. Grew through fire, stayed uncharmed, broke every rule just to stay disarmed.
They tried to hog tie my honor with a smile and chain. Said, boy, stay quiet, don't go insane. But I was raised on grit, not fake applause. And my roots don't bend for no man's laws. Got calloused hands and a jaw that locks. Speaking sparks, moving shocks. Ain't no handout ever fed my pride. I built this flow from the grit they hide. But my voice stayed warm, ain't polished clean, just carved in strife. I bleed my bars and I sing my life. This ain't for the suits or the radio slide. It's bone smoke bars and a voice red hot. You can bind my hands, but my fire won't die. This hog tied on a steel ride sky high. I spit like a whip, walk like a flame. They curse my sound cause they fear the name. I'm dirt road deep with a skyline view. Got boots on beats, both old and new. No sugar in the spit, no Hollywood grin. Just outlaw gospel with a bird spin. You hear that twang, that's plain to pace. Every bar strike in a sacred place. Hog tied on a bone in a storm. Tethered to truth, but my voice stayed warm. Ain't polished clean, just carved in strife. I bleed my bars and I sing my life.
I don't preach peace, I spit what's real. Grew up on grit, cornmeal, and steel. Every scar I got was a lyric bled. From shotgun nights to a plywood bed. Mama said grace, daddy said none. So I learned my verses from a loaded gun. Hollow point truths in a backbeat scroll. A choir of ghosts singing. This is my hollow point gospel, forged in pain. No stained glass, just mud and rain. Banging on the truth like a steel slide. No salvation ain't sweet when it clings to your throat. I don't bow, I don't beg, I just speak with fire and a rebel leg. Holy ain't quiet, holy ain't calm. It's a kick drum sermon with a smoking palm. Got a 38 faith and a cracked tail light. Rhyme like a preacher, seeing in sight. Riding past churches with a baseline grin. Cross on the dash, but I still let it spin. Ain't no pulpit in this beat. I ride, but the word hits hard when the truth can't hide. I baptize pain in 808 booming. Like my path with a slide guitar. This is my hollow point gospel, forged in pain. No stained glass, just mud and rain. Banging on the truth like a steel slide. No salvation ain't sweet when it clings to your throat. Whoa. I found church in a bar fight, and mercy in a Marshall stack. This is my hollow point gospel, forged in pain. No stained glass, just mud and rain. Banging on the truth like a steel slide. No salvation ain't sweet when it clings to your throat.
bass hits with distant banjo sample and snare crack.
I ain't bred for your country club grace. I'm sweat-stained honor with the boot in place. Got red clay in my lungs, go to grin. From a dirt road star to a full throttle sin. Tattooed psalms on the barbed wire back. Raised on beef jerky and outcast tracks. Preacher said I'm bound to break, but my soul rides clean through the mess I make. Mud, blood, outlaw, hard off-road. Built from scraps where the story's told. Holler in my tone, boom in my step. Country in the face, but I rhyme with depth. Raised in a barn, born with the bars. Rap in my veins and I'm covered in scars. No suit, no shame, no fake applause. I'm the crossbreed truth, mud, blood, outlaw. Diesel in the veins, gospel in the spit. Still spin a block in a lifted whip. Got Hank in the front, Dre in the trunk. Flow like a preacher, stomp like a punk. I write my verses with steel and grease. My country ain't clean, it's wild release. Beer full of smoke, eyes like brass. Don't salute the flag, I carry the pad. Outlaw, hard off-road. Built from scraps where the story's told. Holler in my tone, boom in my step. Country in the face, but I rhyme with depth. Voice of the South, beat of the street. They tried to erase me, now I repeat. Mud, blood, outlaw, hard off-road. Built from scraps where the story's told. Holler in my tone, boom in my step. Country in the face, but I rhyme with depth. No genre fits, I burn the mold. Outlaw blood, bold and cold.
Now. No clean boots, no polished draw. Got mud on my jeans, scars on my pride. From backroad dust to the city ride. Never played it sweet, never asked for grace. Middle finger high with a rebel face. Steel toe hustle, six-pack preach. Outlaw sermon with a back. I'm not your dad, not your granddad's man. I spit fire on the mic with a six-string jam. Whiskey in the veins, 808 in the bed. Southern soul, but my verse went red. I ride like a sinner, rhyme like a saint. Truth in my throat, I don't play quaint. Country ain't dead, it just learned to spit. With a pick in the hand and a rhyme that hits. Tire spin on this rebel ground. Pick up bumping that underground sound. Mama raised me on Merlin Hank. With a beat in my blood at a bigger crank. Tattoo chest, story in my walk. Preacher's kid with a barrel of talk. Not made for the porch, I was born for the fight. With a cowboy soul and a knee, I'm like, not your dad, not your granddad's man. I spit fire on the mic with a six-string jam. Whiskey in the veins, 808 in the bed. Southern soul, but my verse went red. I ride like a sinner, rhyme like a saint. Truth in my throat, I don't play quaint. Country ain't dead, it just learned to spit. With a pick in the hand and a rhyme that hits. You want tradition? I am the mutation. You ain't like your daddy. I'm not your dad, not your granddad's man. I spit fire on the mic with a six-string jam. Whiskey in the veins, 808 in the bed. Southern soul, but my verse went red. Country roots, future fit, line 'em up. I
spit, where the moss hangs low and the moon don't quit. Grew up with wolves, not sheep in line. Learned to rhyme with dirt and shine. My kin ain't saints, they're stars and boots. We talking grunts, not tailored suits. I walk through fire like I walk through rain. Each step a beat, each beat a chime.
Came out of the pines, voice like bark. Wrote my bars by the light of a spark. No fame chase, just roots and grit. Every verse I drop got pine sap in it. I don't play safe, I play true. Country ain't dead, it just learned to chew. You can find me where the smoke line winds, still rapping raw out of the pine.
I ain't got time for a gold-plated crown. Got a tree-line soul and a banjo sound. From trailer knives to beat down trucks I made. Art for scraps and bad luck, no limelight needed, just porch light pride and 12-bar truth I'll never hide. My blood runs thick like that Georgia clay, and I rhyme like thunder on a judgment day.
I came out of the pines, voice like bark. Wrote my bars by the light of a spark. No fame chase, just roots and grit. Every verse I drop got pine sap in it.
You hear that? That's not win. That's every outlaw who never fit in.
I came out of the pines, voice like bark. Wrote my bars by the light of a spark. No fame chase, just roots and grit. Every verse I drop got pine sap in it.
Rebel young in a track.
My roots ain't clean, they're carved in stone. From moonshine hills to a jailhouse phone. Got a granddad's temper, a mama's cry, and a brother who swears I was born to ride. Raised by outlaws with Bible lips, taught to swing fists to call out hypocrites. I ain't the future they prayed would bloom. I'm the boot stomp truth in a backroom tone. I'm a rebel in the age, raw and loud. No silver spoon, just a blue collar crowd. Blood like bourbon, thick and fire. Wrapping my soul, string on wire. This ain't tradition, this evolution's burn. Country ain't dead, it just had to learn. If I speak like a preacher and spit like a king, it's cause I'm cut from a rebel lineage strain. Old photo on the dash of a man wore. Taught me more in silence than school folklore. Told me, boy, don't kneel if your heart don't fold. Now I rhyme like a smith and I move like Bo. Never wore Wranglers for the magazine, just to fence a fence. Spit 16, I take banjo strings and make them shake and lay them on bass like a copper snake. I'm a rebel in an age, raw and loud. No silver spoon, just a blue collar crowd. Blood like bourbon, thick and fire. Wrapping my soul, string on wire.
This ain't borrowed, this is blood.
This is what happens when rhythm runs in the family. I'm a rebel in an age, raw and loud. No silver spoon, just a blue collar crowd. Blood like bourbon, thick and fire. Wrapping my soul, string on wire. Rebel blood can't be tamed. Lineage proud, not ashamed.
Halo ain't gold, it's rust and grime. Raised where the trains cut through time. Mama worked thirds, daddy broke steel. I found my truth with a boot on the wheel. Rap from a rail yard, gospel and sparks. Hammered these bars in the furnace dark. Ain't no angel in my DNA, just a sinner with a rhythm and a rebel's way. Rust belt halo, born from pain. Dirty crown in the pouring rain. Beat of the blue blue-collar heart of coal, outlaw rhythm with a country soul. Breathe like diesel, talk like fight, crosses made of scaffolds and factory light. I ain't chosen, I was forced to glow. Halo bent, but it still shows.
Steel toe stomp on a trap beat drag, tattoo tails on a flannel flag. Learn my flow from a welder's hum, and my chorus hits like a jackhammer drum. From the hollers to the yards, we all relate. Ain't no mansion dreams, just a working fate. But we spit like kings on a scrapyard throne, with rust on our knuckles and a rhythm full grown.
Rust belt halo, born from pain, dirty crown in the pouring rain. Beat of the blue-collar heart of coal, outlaw rhythm with a country soul. Breathe like diesel, talk like fight, crosses made of scaffolds and factory light. I ain't chosen, I was forged to glow. Halo bent, but it still shows.
They said we'd break. We built a chorus instead.
Rust belt halo, born from pain, dirty crown in the pouring rain. Beat of the blue-collar heart of coal, outlaw rhythm with a country soul.